Simandou, Africa's iron ore giant awakens after 3 decades. After 27 years of delays, scandals, and geopolitical maneuvering, the Simandou iron ore project in Guinea has finally commenced operations, marking a watershed moment for global iron ore markets and African resource development. This $20 billion endeavor represents not merely a mining project, but a transformative infrastructure initiative that could reshape economic dynamics across West Africa while recalibrating the global steel industry's supply chains. Simandou's geological endowment is exceptional. With estimated reserves of 2.4 billion tons grading at 65% iron content, it stands as the world's largest untapped deposit of high-grade iron ore. The project's infrastructure ambitions match its mineral wealth: a 622-kilometer multi-use railway traversing Guinea's mountainous interior, new port facilities at Forcaraya Prefecture, and transshipment capabilities designed to handle up to 120 million tons annually. This positions Simandou to potentially supply 5% of global iron ore demand, fundamentally altering market dynamics dominated by Australia and Brazil. The project's ownership structure reveals its geopolitical complexity. Split between 4 blocks, the northern sections, blocks 1 to 2, are controlled by winning consortium Simandou, a Singaporean-Chinese consortium backed by China Baowu Steel Group and Hongqiao Group. The southern blocks, 3 to 4, belong to Simfer, a joint venture between Rio Tinto, 45.05%, Chinalco, 39.95%, and the Government of Guinea, 15%. This configuration ensures that approximately 75% of Simandou's output will flow to China, reinforcing Beijing's strategic mineral security while potentially reducing its dependence on Australian ore. The Trans-Guinean Railway represents more than logistics infrastructure; it's a nation-building exercise that could catalyze regional development beyond mining. The railway's design as multi-use infrastructure, operated through the company Du Transguinéen (CTG), with government participation, suggests potential for passenger services and agricultural freight that could integrate isolated regions into national and international markets. This approach reflects evolving African resource development models that prioritize broader economic linkages over simple extraction corridors. The engineering challenges are formidable. Constructing 622 kilometers of railway through Guinea's mountainous terrain required innovative design solutions and represents one of Africa's most ambitious infrastructure projects. The port facilities at Modikong incorporate modern transshipment technology to handle massive ore carriers, positioning Guinea as a major maritime logistics hub for West Africa. Guinea's strategic objectives, as articulated by Mining Minister Bunasila, center on maintaining high prices for premium iron ore, a stance that potentially conflicts with China's interests as the dominant consumer seeking to centralize imports and reduce costs. This tension illuminates the complex dynamics of resource diplomacy, where producing nations increasingly seek to leverage their geological endowments for maximum economic benefit. The timing of Simandou's launch is particularly significant. Global steel markets face a dual transition. China's construction-driven demand is moderating while the green steel revolution requires higher-grade ores to reduce emissions. Simandou's 65% iron content positions it ideally for direct reduction processes essential to low-carbon steel production, potentially commanding premium prices in evolving markets. Guinea's plans for a $1 billion sovereign wealth fund by Q2 2026, specifically designed to channel Simandou revenues into education, infrastructure, and economic diversification, represents a conscious effort to avoid the resource curse that has plagued many African nations. This institutional framework, combined with the government's 15% stake in mining operations and infrastructure ownership, suggests a more sophisticated approach to resource management than previous generations of African mining projects. President Mamadi Doumbouya's declaration of a national holiday for the project's launch underscores its symbolic importance as a marker of economic sovereignty and development potential. For a nation where 44% of the population lives below the poverty line, Simandou represents both immediate revenue opportunities and long-term transformation possibilities. Simandou's launch marks more than the opening of another mine; it represents a test case for African resource development in the 21st century. The project's integration of mining, infrastructure, and national development objectives, combined with its potential to reshape global iron ore markets, positions it as a bellwether for evolving relationships between resource-rich nations, international mining companies, and consuming countries. Success will require navigating complex stakeholder interests, maintaining infrastructure integrity, managing environmental impacts, and ensuring that benefits flow to Guinea's population. If these challenges are met, Simandou could become a model for transformative resource development that transcends extraction to catalyze broader economic progress. the world watches as Africa's iron ore giant awakens, carrying implications that extend far beyond the mountains of southeastern Guinea.